Welcome back guys sa GCM National Qualifiers. Ako po si Vulcan, kasama ko si Crazy Apple. Kami ang magiging shoutcast siya pangpunta yung game number 2. Grabe yung Emperor Esports dyan guys. Sa game 1 natin, ginagamit sila ng gold funnel strat kay Spear. At in my opinion, gumagana naman kay IPT.
Yeah, and more of gumana talaga yung kaysa gold funnel strat na yun. Kasi it felt like hindi talaga na-punish ng IPT na nagkukulangan ng isang jungler. Technically, nagkukulang isang jungler dahil nga nag-gold funnel stats sila.
So tingin ko din Crazy Apple dun Sky, si Hate. I think si Hate dito tried his best to slow down Spear's gold funnel strat. But in the end, the thing about the gold funnel strat is that the enemy team does not have a side lane jungle. Which means I wanted to see Hate go for those aggressive ganks like the top lane. Grabe yung top lane matchup natin there. It was all about being pressured in, pressured out. It was a tug of war. Not to mention, we didn't see much of Light's side lane because they were relying on Hate's engage. So, thoughts mo sa game 1 natin there, for example?
Well, I think kulang din nga sa, kumbaga tawag is forcing the issue. Kulang sa very proactive na kailangan nilang pagdating ng level 6 na talagang i-punish yung side lanes. Kasi may isang moment doon sa game na yon na pumwesto na si Light at si Hate papuntang bot lane, yes. Pero dahil sa medyo nakalas nga si Mirmo at si Calculated nun ni Marky at ni Shadow, nagbaback away na si Calculated at si Mirmo at hindi na nila tinuloy. Pwede pa rin nilang diretsuhin kasi yun. Kasi pag punta sila sa bot lane at that time, may chance na masisira nila kaagad yung turret. So it was a very questionable decision then at that point na parang nasayang lang. At ang dami din nilagay na red ward sa red buff side jungle ng Emperor Esports. At hindi din nila talaga nagamit. Hindi nila na-take advantage yung vision control na nalagay nila. So I'm looking for IPT na mas magkaroon ng confidence to pull the trigger if nakita nilang uulitin ng Emperor Esports itong gold funnel strat.
For me, it's more on IPT that they need to make this brave trades. They have to make it work. They cannot really try and go for trades. Because sa tingin ko sa game 1, we saw IPT very conservative in a way. Si Hate, nagtingnan siya sa bot lane. Si Light din, ini-antay siya sa kay Hate there to go for the engage, to pile up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they had full mobility there, but they didn't go for it. They were very calculated. They were very conservative. And not to mention, they didn't make things work. You're losing all the turrets, losing all the Drakes. Not to mention, the Rift Herald at Baron, all going to Emperor Esports. That was it for IPT.
Yeah. And actually, if we look back din naman to the start of the game, lumalamang si IPT at the start of the game. I remember nga mentioning na before 5 minutes hit, 2K na kaagad ang gold lead ng IPT. So I'm looking na mas ma-take advantage na yun. Kasi if I remember correctly, I think it was day 1 na meron ding, I think it was TNC, na they would also get huge leads. Pero between the 10 to 16 minute mark, medyo nagiging stale. Medyo wala silang ginagawa. Medyo hinahayaan na nila mag-farm yung mga members and waiting for the power spikes. But the thing is, hindi din yun ginaya ng IPT. They gave away a lot between in that span of time. Kaya tuloy nakahabol din ang Emperor Esports at si Spear.
I think it was also the fact that for IPT, facing its Emperor, they were too focused on denying the gold funnel strat, but not to mention not letting themselves propel themselves to the late game. Like, they're so busy trying to slow down the enemy team's growth, but in the end, they were also slowing their own growth down because we didn't see any jungle kills, we didn't see any silent pressures from Hate and Light, and that's why for Emperor's side, Spear was able to get enough time, and not to mention, you extended team fights blue side, getting the ace. That was really much a set deal for Emperor Esports.
Yeah, yun na nga. Pag kuha nila nung ace na yun, talagang dinediretso na ng Emperor. Alam na nila yung kailangan nilang gawin para tapusin yung laro. At yun na nakita din natin na nag-siege sila sa mid lane. Nakakuha pa ng triple kill si Spear doon bago nila tapusin yung laro.
And that concludes our game 1 recap here, for example. So let's move on to game 2. What can they do here? For me, maybe the Kai'Sa being left open was IPT thinking, maybe we can deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. Kasi kahapon din, ginamit ng Emperor ito Kai'Sa pick na to. Pero never nila nilagay into a gold funnel strat. Lagi nilang nilalagay itong Kai'Sa na to on Mirmo. Si Mirmo gumagamit in the bot lane. And medyo standard yung ginagawang comp ng Emperor Esports. But ngayon nakita nila na nag-shift sila ng gears. Nag-iba sila ng style. Nilagay nila ng gold funnel. So we'll see nga kung ano yung magiging adjustments. Kung tanggalin nga tong Kai'Sa, may kita din natin kung ano yung magiging bagong composition na gagawin ng Emperor Esports.
And to give you guys a short recap of what's happening right now in day number 3, guys, you are watching the GCM National Qualifiers. Road to Worlds start here. And not to mention, it's going to be a quite interesting run for this year because, like I said before in game 1, we have a really good chance. We really do to make it into Worlds. But to give you a recap of what happened, match 1 went to Team Red. They did do really good actually. I mean, clutch plays happening there in match 1, concluding with a 2-0. But now, moving into match 2, is it still gonna be the trend that we always see? Another 2-0. Here on your screens right now, a recap.
Yeah, itong recap na ito, makita nga natin na early on nga na 2-0 ng Team Red ang AX Acclaim. Ang Acclaim Empire X, they're out of the tournament unfortunately, pero sana makita natin sila ulit in other tournaments. But sa ngayon, Emperor Esports taking the momentum. Nasa diversity na ngayon at match point na against Imperium Pro Team with that 1-0 lead.
So, is this gonna be another clean 2-0? We'll see in game number 2. But for Emperor Esports, looks like we're seeing the meta really a huge shift. Gold funnel strat is really working. Gone are the days of the late game scaling ADCs that we normally get to see last year, like Season 7. But now, in Season 8 of Patch 8.13, it's really harsh to some teams.
Yeah, and yun, na-mention mo nga yung mga late game marksman. Naalala ko tuloy na namimiss ko nang makita si Tristana in the game. But at the same time, very exciting din naman nakikita nating adaptation sa mga teams na ito. Nakakita tayo ng Zillion sa bot, si Calculated, imbis na nasa mid, nasa bot lane din siya kasama ni Mirmo. So, makikita din natin din yung creativity ng mga teams na to and how they dictate the flow of the game with these unique strategies.
And not to mention, I really miss the Caitlyn picks that we do get to see often. Like the Caitlyn, one notable Caitlyn play we did see was on the Mineski's side. Gary played it really well during the qualifiers for the GPL, the last GPL we had, played Caitlyn really to a point that we were all on the edge of our seats. But now, it's going to be all about funneling your goal to one single target and also the snowball strat we did see in game 1. Such as Spears, Kaisa, not on Mirmo. And we did see Mirmo's Zillion. It was great actually. I mean, the Zillion provided a lot of second thoughts to Iberian Pro Team. Like, are we going to finish Spear? Do we have to wait for that time? And in that span of waiting for the ultimate to expire, that's Emperor Esports' window to win back the clash, and that's what we saw in game 1.
Yeah, and yun nga yung tower dive in the mid lane na ang tagal bago nila na take down si Spear. Ang daming shields, ang daming nakuhang defensive na pagtulong kay Spear para maka-deal more damage. At yung na-ult nila, if I remember, was Calculated. But just going back then, sabi mo nga nami-miss mo yung Caitlyn pick. Actually, yesterday we just saw Caitlyn being used by Liar.
But it was really good. It actually was a disaster because not only that, we got handed towards the way that the game ended immediately before the Caitlyn could even get 4 items or 3 items.
And yun din makikita natin ng simptomas ngayon kung bakit hindi natin madalas nakikita ang mga marksmen sa pro play at sa competitive play. Kung nakikita man natin sila, it's usually yung mga marksmen na early game or may utility. So like, we've seen Draven before na may Conqueror. Ngayon, nakikita nga rin Kaisa. Lucian nakikita din natin kasi early game palang malakas na itong mga marksmen na to.
And let's get straight to our game number 2. A best of 3 series here. Match point for Emperor Esports. One more win away and they will move on to the next format of our Globe Conquerors Manila National Qualifiers.
Yeah, and itong first set of bans, usually yung winning team, pareho pa yung binaban sila from game 1. So we'll see kung ang Emperor would still go for these Shinzao, Brom, Nocturne bans, but nakita natin ngayon ang IPT immediately banning that Morgana.
They're really pinching away Hate's pull here. I mean, we saw in game 1, grabe yung jungle bans. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side of Emperor Esports, and notably his Zheng Xiao. I'm not sure we're going to be seeing again in this game too, but we'll see. But Emperor Esports starting things off with the Nocturne ban.
Yeah, and immediately binaban ng IPT din itong Zillion na pinik ng Emperor Esports for Mirmo. So makita natin talagang nagigib ng maraming respect ang IPT for that pick.
Kaisa on the blue side being removed from IPT. So we won't be seeing the gold funnel strategy of Emperor Esports from Spear. But now we'll see how Emperor Esports will play it out. They will remove the Aatrox. Imperial Pro Team. What are they gonna pick in their first rotation? It's gonna be the Mundo in the top lane.
Okay, for me, medyo questionable na pinapriority niya na first pick ang Mundo kasi ang daming counters na tayong nakita kay Mundo, specifically yung Darius. So ngayon, it feels like if pinik ng Imperium Pro Team itong Mundo na to, pwedeng mag-pick naman ng dalawang power picks or dalawang field na Imperium na priority picks nila bago nila i-pick ang isang counter para sa Mundo sa top lane.
Mundo being picked already here while the Darius is still up for grabs. But for Emperor Esports, they will take away the Zion Rakan duo, quite potent bot lane, still very viable in patch 8.13. But now, for IPT, they will answer that with Lucian. So maybe we'll
titingnan
accept
natin.
something.
Yeah, titingnan nga natin kung ano yung kasunod na pick pa ng IPT kasi wala na ngayon yung Braum, na which is yun yung usual na nakikita natin kasama ng Lucian in the bot lane. At ang pinipick nila is this Shen, which could also probably go to the bot lane.
So, Emperor Esports, they are trying to think of their last pick here. Note that Darius is still open, that can really counter this Mundo, but we can also expect other counters. We did see in day 2, such as the Yorick we saw from other teams, but now we'll be expecting a Kennen.
Okay, medyo kakaiba na pinipick mo yung Kennen para probably lalagay mo sa top lane to counter that Mundo. Pero we'll see pa saan pupunta tong Kennen nito. This Kennen can still go to the mid lane since nakikita ka natin ang daming nangyayaring flex picks in this patch.
So right now on to phase number 2, guys. For Emperor Esports, starting things off with again, pinching the pool of hate.
Yeah, and ngayon nakikita nga natin na binan nga nila itong sa Juani. While on the other hand naman, binan yung Karma. They might be thinking na baka si Calculated would go for that mid lane Karma. And as you said, they keep pinching Hate's champion pool. So ngayon tinanggal din nila yung Zac.
But Zhengzhou is left open here in game 2. From game 1, we did see Emperor Esports immediately denying the Zhengzhou pick. So let's hope here. Spear, what's he gonna pick? He still has a lot of options here, but looking at that. Rakan is there. Same with Pyke. Is this gonna be a Pyke mid lane?
This might be actually a Pyke bot lane. It's the Saya funnel, gold funnel stat naman. Kasi they currently have 2 supports. Technically, support din naman kasi talaga si Pyke. Also, Rakan is the support. So, they can opt to go for that Saya funnel. And yung Kennen, pwede pa rin siya pumunta ng top, pwede din siya gumunta ng bot lane.
Look at that. So, it's gonna be double supports there, and that double support pick signals the gold funnel strat for the Saya. So that's going to be in the hands of Mirmo there. Let's hope they have great success. But seeing how IPT, we are expecting maybe a blood. What's this? A bot lane. Fiddlesticks with Light taking the Vladimir with a Shen in the bot lane with the Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, and very curious kung Heimerdinger talaga ang nilalock in. Wait. Oh, it's an Ezreal. Ang tanong ngayon, saan pupunta itong mga champions na to? Kasi, ang usual na nakikita in other competitive regions is the Saya gold funnel stat. And yun din yung na-expect ko at the same time. Pero very curious itong Ezreal pick na to. We'll see kapag na-swap-swap places ha. Pero let's talk about muna yung IPT comp. IPT currently has 2 people with Smite. Meron yung Vlad also has that Smite. Also Hate has that Smite. Currently hawak ngayon ni Hitong Lucian habang si Marky naman may hawak ng Vladimir.
And look at this, I think we'll be expecting a Pyke mid lane with the Ezreal going the Smite. So gold funnel strat towards the Ezreal while Zion Rakan going to the bot lane.
Yeah, and okay.
Double AD carries.
Yeah, this is a very different composition na nakikita natin sa Emperor Esports at this point. Wala silang tank at the same time and they do have that Pyke in the mid lane. While si Spear yung may hawak ng Ezreal with that Smite. Okay, last minute change. Mirmo, sa'yo na ba talaga yung Ezreal? O babalik pa tong Saya papunta sa'yo?
We're still thinking here, but for Imperial Pro Team, I think we're pretty much sure with the Fiddlesticks going to the jungle with the Smite there. And Marky will also get a Smite. So, could this be also a gold funnel strat towards IPT? We did see Lucian being the gold funnel strat from Barcy Esports side with Emperor taking it in the mid lane.
Yeah, there's a chance na this is gonna be a gold funnel then for IPT at centered naman around Marquis Lucian. But at the same time, kung pareho nga silang gold funnel, then ano ba to? Sobrang magiging passive ang early game natin.
Oh boy, I think our viewers out there, bumanda kayo para sa mga passive game for game number 2 kasi tingnan nyo guys, IPT and EMP, both of them running the gold funnel strat. So expect a very, very slow paced game, but also expect a very tight situation, a very high impact game come mid today because that's the time our teams will pull the trigger and that's something you guys need to watch out for.
Yeah, and ako very excited din ako makita paano laruin ng both teams yung composition sila kasi alam natin dati si Fiddlesticks madalas nasa jungle yan kasi mabilis siyang mag-heal up with yung I think it was the Q. Oh no, the Q is the fear, yung W. Para sinasiphon niya yung life papunta sa kanya. So it's basically a life steal for Fiddlesticks. And madalas nga siya on the jungle before, though lately mas nakikita natin siya on the support position. While on the other hand, very curious din yung ginawang composition ng Emperor Esports. At dalawa yung marksman nila, pero at the same time, yung isang marksman is gold funnel ang pakay.
So now we're seeing here for Imperial Pro Team and Emperor Esports, the summary of the draft. And I think we're both excited to see how How are we gonna say this aside from Emperor Esports? They're gonna play with the Zaya and Ezreal double AD carries on the side of EMP. Meanwhile, Imperium Pro Team having a Lucian with a smite. This could be a gold funnel going for Imperium Pro Team, and this could be maybe their chance to take back Game 2 and the series.
Yeah, and tignan nga natin kung itong dinraft na composition ng IPT can get them back. Can they break the cycle? Can they break the pattern na laging sa first round ng upper bracket and ng lower bracket na nagiging 2-0 kaagad ang laro?
And now on to Summoner's Rift. Game number 2. Match point for Emperor Esports. This is going to be a very interesting game. Double AD carries on the side of Emperor Esports. Meanwhile, IPT sticking towards 180 carry with Marky on the solution.
Yeah, and makita din natin kung ano yung unang mga strategy ng mga teams, kung fan formation lang ba sila or will they go for the invade. Actually, makita din natin na nag-swap pala ng summoners si Hate at si Marky. Si Marky lang ang may smite while Hate does have that ignite.
And we're seeing Marky going to the mid lane. So Imperium Pro Team sticking towards the mid lane Lucian with a smite for the gold funnel.
Yeah, and mukhang gold funnel stat din naman ang gagawin talaga ng Emperor kahit nasa mid lane tong Pike kasi currently mention ng ancient coin eh. So with that ancient coin, makakuha pa siya ng gold kapag kasama lang yung spear na nagpo-farm sa mid lane. So we'll see then how these two teams adapt, kung ano yung magiging adjustments nila based sa, I would say, kakaibang style ng play kesa sa nakita natin sa game 1.
And for me, one thing that I do want to point out is for the top lane matchup, see MJ at Icarus. Icarus has the Predators, so expect yung mga backline engage coming from the cannon. And we all know how that's very, very scary. And medyo surprising din kay IPT kung hindi sila nakita yung TP ni Icarus dito. So, si Shadow, I think he needs to try and protect him. I mean, they have protection for Marky, but I don't think it's as much compared to what we saw on day 2.
Yeah, and makita din natin yung difference between game 1 and game 2. Since nga wala talagang jungler ang IPT, they only have Marky there. Ang nangyari tuloy ay hindi nila nakuha yung red buff. And si Spear and Cannon actually ang magkasama while ang nasa bot lane ulit ay si Calculated and Mirror.
Grabe naman to. They're immediately trading blows in the bot lane, in the mid lane. Because Spear is quite low, same with Marky. Both have red buffs, so expected to regen those healths back. And now let the games begin here. Long next shot going in for the flash. The taunt does not connect, and it's gonna be Marky exhausted, and the flash taunt didn't connect, and that's gonna cost them the first blood. Spear sticking.
Shadow. Grabe, sayang nagkamali lang siya doon sa flash taunt kaya hindi tumama yung taunt on Spear. Kaya tuloy nagkaroon ng enough time si Spear to deal the damage at nakuha nila tuloy ang first blood.
Kung nagland yung taunt kay Shadow, I think that would be an equal trade for 1-for-1, but that's not the case. This is EMP starting off well, giving the first blood to Spear.
Yeah, and okay. Nagkaroon ka tayo ng first blood. We were expecting a very passive game. But at the same time, nakuha ka agad ni Spear. Mabibilis ulit yung items niya. Ang kakaiba din nating nakita sa start pa lang ng game ay imbis na may jungler, imbis na 2-1-2, dalawang tao ang nasa mid lane.
2 lanes and we won't be expecting a side lane jungle too. So, I think for the top laners and for the bot lanes, it's all about being in a stagnant lane. Hindi sila mag-agaw dun sa, or go for the aggressive tower dives. But this actually puts EMP on the good side because Mirmo is on his Ezreal. Ezreal scales really well to the late game. And if both teams are looking at the late game, maybe 30 minutes into the game, I think it's gonna be EMP having double 80 carries will have a lot of damage.
Yeah, pero at the same time, they do have this Mundo. Si Mundo, yung nag-iisang tank. Actually, there's 2 tanks only in this game, the Mundo and the Shen. Though the Shen is the support, so mas late niya makuha yung items siya. On the other hand, Emperor Esports doesn't have any tank and they don't really have a lot of disengage. Meron lang silang engage using the Lurkan, and there's a flash spear.
Flashing spear, and that's gonna be Mirmo ticking from the ignite. Hate picks him off there. Calculated trying to back away. Connecting the stun to 2 members of IPT. Calls and Cannon. Exhaust is there. Hate is being slowed down. Really, really low in health. And that's going to be Spear. Maybe taking the kill. Cannon is really, really low. But it's going to be Spear chasing down Hate. And it's going to be Hate being taken down by Spear. And Spear picks up the kill. They're going to give everything to Spear here. Buying a lot of time.
Yeah, and in the end, Emperor Esports getting the more out of that. Nakakuha pa sila ng isang kill. on the bot lane, and it's currently 2-1 the kill score in favor of Emperor Esports.
Wow, 1-2 here. Spear picks up 2 kills on his belt immediately, putting himself in a great position.
Yeah, and ang unang naka-react din ay si Spear and si Cannon. So may kita din talaga natin na naka-affect yung First Blood against Marky doon sa mid lane. And nakikita nga natin actually si Marky nagpa-farm sila ngayon doon sa jungle niya.
And that's gonna be the response from IPT. Sige, punta kayo dalawa dun sa bot lane, but that's gonna leave us to invade your side, and that's how IPT can try and trade off what happened dun sa bot lane ng IPT.
Yeah, hopefully nga yun yung ginawa nila, but at the same time nakita nga natin si Marky nandoon sila actually just taking that blue buff, the first blue buff for IPT.
So let's see here, Emperor Esports doing the same thing. They will take away their Raptors. Grabe naman yung back and forth dito, Apple. It's more like, sige, take this, I'm gonna take that. It's more on parang who gets the most out of it is really important here.
Yeah, and para sa mga viewers natin, pag pinapanood nyo tong game na to, nakikita nyo na kakaiba yung mga champions na to, hindi na sa standard na nakikita natin. Kaya kung papanoorin mo, very reminiscent siya ng solo queue kasi parang hindi mo nakikita talaga saan ang galawan nila. But at the same time, pag inisip nyo kung ano yung iniisip ng mga teams na to, kung paano sila gumalaw sa mapa, kung kailan sila mag-react, doon makikita din talaga yung difference na itong mga players natin dito are one of the highest levels here in the Philippines.
And not to mention, I think we are kinda not noticing yung sa top lane. Medyo lonely sila si Icarus at MJ. Wala sila sa spotlight dito dahil tingnan mo yung CS pa lang yan. Very dead even. Mundo and Cannon, they're just gonna be in a back and forth fight. They're very safe. Wala naman yung side jungle, so they're not gonna expect any ganks here. It's not gonna be exciting for the top lane to watch, but right now, yung focus talaga dito, yung mid lane po, yung gold funnel strategy.
Yeah, and ang isa din curious na kinuha ni Icarus actually na Kison ay yung Predator. So makikita din natin yung objective talaga kung bakit nila pinik itong Kennen. Imbis na mag-pick sa something like a Darius kasi kanina nga open yun, and it's one of the more known lane bullies or possibly counter matchups para dito sa mundo. Pero pinik nila tong Kennen para makasigurado na they have a lot of CC, they have a lot of pressure in the clashes.
And that's gonna be Emperor trading off the counter pick to the Mundo for the Kennen na, in my opinion, has more ways to flank the enemy, catch them by surprise, stunning them down, and sakto naman dun sa mga comp ng Emperor dito. Tingnan mo, may Pike, may Rakan, they can go for yung lockdowns dito. And inside yung zone ni Icarus.
Yeah, pero kasi dahil wala nga silang tank, hindi sila makaka-go ng traditional na front to back. Oo, kakaiba nga yung meta na to, pero dahil mayroong Mundo ang IPT, kapag hindi napatay kaagad ng Emperor Esports itong Mundo ni MJ, mataas ang chance sa tatakbuhin lang sila nito.
So takbuhan na lang dito kay top lane, dyan sa top lane. Pero dun sa mid lane po natin, let's see here, yung CS. The CS lead is actually in favor of Marky, but guys, tingnan mo yung dalawang kills ni Spear dito. Immediately picking up the, wow, first buy back na lang. May Warriors and Champion agad siya.
Oo nga, ang bilis nga ng item niyan. Actually, natuwa ako doon sa back recall. Sa recall ni Marky, ganun pala yun kapag meron kang yung Valentine Solution na skin, may background music pa talaga na very romantic.
Very sexy. Erotic. Pero dito, when it comes to late game, I wonder, is it gonna be Emperor making those sexy plays because, or Imperial Pro Team, because you wanna watch out dun kay Lucian. Late game because sobrang exciting manood talaga yung kay Lucian in IPT side.
Yeah, and at the same time din naman, itong mga gold funnels at natutuwa din naman tayo makita to, Vulcan, na kung paano nag-a-adapt yung teams and kung sino kaagad yung champion na magbubuhat for each team.
And I think okay naman kay IPT here because Marky's first buy here gets the Warriors Summit too, and now we're seeing Icarus trying to make something here. I think they're feeling a bit confident now. We have our first items. Let's do something. But may exciting yung laro. And not to mention, put themselves in a better spot come late game.
Yeah, and isa din kasi nun, kaya yung si Icarus ang pupunta kagad doon sa mid lane kasi na-shove niya yung top lane. At the same time, kasama nung Lucian yung Shen. And usually ang ginagank ko is kung nasaan yung Shen. Kasi siya yung may global pressure, siya yung may ultimate. And kapag ginank mo yung isang member na nasa side lane, tapos nag-ult in yung Shen, mahihirapan kayo dahil sa laki ng shield na pinaprovide ng ultimate na yun.
And now, that's gonna be Emperor Esports. Like what Apple said, focus na lang talaga sa mid lane.
Pero naman sila na pinofocus yung mid lane, pero ngayon si Hate, medyo malalim ang pasok dito.
That's too deep, but they're gonna go for it anyway. Emperor Esports seeing hate. Hate is gonna get left off there, gets hooked back in, calling the stand. United teleport gonna come in. Slicing master from Icarus will lock the members of IPT. Shadow pumps the flash. Shadow trying to get away, but the Feather Storm. One more recall, and that's gonna wrap it up. But medyo mali yung timing niya. Okay pa rin yan kasi si Icarus picks up the kill there. That's not gonna be it. Emperor Esports going for the tower dive, but it's gonna be Cannon overcommitting. Spear left alone. Marky going for the flash and shut down. 600 gold. Ang laki ng bounty.
Yeah, at the same time, the exchange was 1-for-1, I believe, for both teams. Tapos, ang dami in-expend na resources ng Emperor. Pero mukhang mafe-fear pa dito si Pike.
Calculator trying to get away. Hate back from the fountain, trying to push in. Calculator trying to get away. The stun will connect to Marky, trying to get away here. MJ and Shadow will try and pitch Calculated. At this point, they're trying to take him down, but he can go for and execute. Never mind. Wala na. That's gonna Calculate, just buying some time. Trying to go for the execute all the way towards the deep side of the base. It's gonna be maybe a kill. It's gonna be Calculated, giving it to Shadow.
Yeah, and Shadow kumuha ng kill doon. And then, naging 2-for-1 exchange sa favor ng IPT. Pero masasabi ko lang doon na talagang ang lalim kasi ng naging dive ng Emperor Esports. Ang layo, nasa likod talaga ng tower ng IPT. But at the same time, maganda din yung reaction ng IPT immediately going on the bot lane. But also the 2 stasis na ginamit. And Hate is ulting in on Mirmo.
And Mirmo does get away with the ship, but the fear will still register. Ignite sticking, and Mirmo trying to flash away, but the feathers. Yung mga ibon, abot kay Mirmo. So that's gonna be an easy kill for Hate.
Yeah, at binatuhan ni Hate nga itong si Mirmo. Nung plushing na bird, nakakatawa lang tamaan si Mirmo, though medyo kasi extended siya nun. And ginamit din naman ni Hate yung flash niya to secure the kill.
And that's kill score with 5-4, GOAT lead. Not too much in anyone's favor, but looking at Sky Marky, may cutlass na siya, and I think for Spear, going for maybe an early zeal. Maybe going for a zeal here at this point. But look at this, guys. Icarus pops the Predator, going in for a dive. He's going on to Shadow. Shadow is getting stun locked. It has to be EMP, not taking that Shadow. EMP, they overcommit while Marky gets a double kill in the mid lane.
Yeah, and it's a 2-for-0 in favor of IPT. And grabe, nag-overcommit talaga doon yung Emperor Esports. Si Shadow kasi yung kanilang na-target kasi siya yung na-CC. Medyo na-bait lang sila doon ni Shadow.
So Marky right now 3-1. And O is pretty much happy with that, but calculated again. Too deep. Going on to Hate, stunning him down, and that's gonna be the Pike executing that, but Calculated did not see that coming. Hate with the surprise stopwatch.
Yeah, and grabe itong mga paggamit ng stopwatch ng IPT. I think that was the 3rd stopwatch na nagamit ng IPT. And dahil doon sa mga stopwatch na katulad nung kaninang fight sa bot lane, dahil doon sa stopwatch and dahil doon sa Spirit's Refuge ni Shadow at Datchen, hindi tuloy na finish ng Emperor yung kills. Kaya nakakarating yung IPT doon on time at natatalo ang Emperor Esports sa mga trade na to.
At also they were trying to focus on to Shadow. Sobrang dami invested kay on EMP side. But at the same time, they didn't respect yung Spirit's Refuge. Galing kay Shadow, buying enough time for them to really be baited under the turret.
Yeah, and medyo nabibait na din to si Spear. Tinatry niya makuha pa yung isang kill. Kanina din nagkamali nga siya doon sa blade caller niya. Pero yun pa rin yung mga clutch the Spirit's Refuge nito ni Shadow. Kasi may mga clutch na stasis na pag-pop ng stopwatch ng IPT is giving them this lead.
And now it's going to be EMP trying to get some vision on the riverside. The BM Pro Team chasing them down. They're trying to pinch them, but looks like MJ and Shadow, they're pretty much happy with zoning out EMP from the Rift Herald.
Yeah, and IPT, gusto lang nila makukuha ng vision control dito sa may Rift Herald kasi nakita nga naman natin this past few series na talagang pivotal tong Rift Herald na to. At kapag nagamit ng tama ng mga teams yung Rift Herald, nagamit nila to its full effect, kayang makatapos ang isang laro.
And now we're seeing IPT, especially Hate. You know that EMP are trying to go for a defensive play. Kaso, yung galing kay Fid that sticks si Hate wants to go for the surprise. But we have yet to see yung mga what's the right word? Getting most out of the pick from Pike from EMP because of those stopwatches.
Yes, kasi dahil dun sa stopwatches, dahil dun sa stasis, hindi tuloy na kukuha ni Calculated yung resets from the ultimate ni Pike. Pero since nawala na ngayon yung mga stopwatches, hanggat hindi pa nakakabuo ng Zonias like si Light or si Hate probably ang kasunod pang bibili ng Zonias, mas may window na ngayon si Calculated para maka-reset.
Grabe si Mirmo, medyo kawawa siya dito. Hate again, going out to Mirmo, and he dies for the third time, overextending here. That's gonna be the teleport coming in. Predator being fought by Icarus, going in on to Hate. That's gonna be Icarus picking it up. Meanwhile, on the room side, it's gonna be Lucian and Decisive fighting it out here. Marky flashing away from the Feather Storm, going on the cannon with the calling. He wins this fight. Can Shadow go for the taunt? No! Spear at the right time, calls back the feathers and takes down Shadow.
Yeah, and it was a 1-for-1 exchange for Emperor and IPT doon nga sa may river, pero nag-fall din si Mirmo sa bot lane. In the end, it was a 2-for-2. Mukhang hinahabol pa nila si Marky.
Going out to Spear, exhaust at the right time. Shutdown going to Icarus.
Yeah, and the shutdown going to Icarus. He's already 3-1-1. Ma-accelerate pa lalo ang build nitong Kennen. Pero mukhang si MJ makukuha niya ang first turret for our IPT in the top lane.
Wow. You know, alam natin kung sobrang slow pace yung game natin. Kung 15 minutes into this game, first turret pa lang, we get it right at this moment. There's 60 minute mark. But looks like Icarus with a great defense there denies the first turret from MJ, giving it to Spear.
Yeah, exactly. Dahil doon pa, mas lalong na lumalamang na, dahan-dahan ulit si Spear. Ito ang makikita din natin dito between the IPT and Emperor Esports na strategy is kung sino yung unang makakakuha ng items nila. Sino yung mas tataba on this gold funnel stat. Nakikita natin tong Lucian 5-2-0 ngayon while yung Saya on Spear is 4-2-2. Pero nakuha niya yung first blood turret gold. So, I think mas lamang siya kahit konti man lang doon sa gold na yun.
If we can look at the gold charts maybe next time,
yeah,
it'll come out pretty soon. It's going to, okay, right now on your screens, we're seeing the gold chart here, 8,000 for the Lucian. Meanwhile, it's going to be si Spear.
Slightly behind.
Only very slightly behind actually, and it's going to be him ahead by just a slight 50 gold.
Yeah, and ngayon naging ahead lang siya kasi nakakuha siya ng a few more minions here and there. Pero very close itong dalawang iniipunan ng gold of both teams.
Tingnan mo dun kay EMP at si IPT. Only the ADCs reached the 8K gold mark. Lahat sila mga 5K, 3K, 4K lang. Grabe yung funnel strat dito.
Yeah, yun yung nagiging consequence talaga kapag nagiging gold funnel yung strat nyo. Kasi lalo na dalawa yung support nyo. So lahat ng gold na pupunta doon sa isang member, tinapatan ng IPT yun ngayon, ang Emperor Esports. And they are now positioning here in this bot lane.
They're trying to look for Hate here, but wow, what a clutch recall from Hate there, dodging the 4 members of EMP. Meanwhile, on the top side, MJ will take down, finally, the outer top lane turret.
Yun yung mga moments, kung ako yung nag-recall, natatakot na ako. Diyos ko, sana hindi nila alam, sana hindi nila alam. Pero alam din naman ng IPT na walang wards doon ng Emperor Esports dahil meron silang Glenford. At ngayon yung Withheld ay sinasummon sa mid lane.
Let's see. Icarus going into Marky. Marky being locked down. Can he go for the double clean wipeout? Yes, he is! Conquerors pulling back Shadow. Is it going to be a double kill? And look at that. EMP going for the wipeout.
That was a great reaction from Emperor Esports. It's Icarus still going on.
MJ popping the ultimate. Icarus is very low. That's gonna be kind of trying his best to protect Icarus. Icarus popping the stasis. Heck going in with a storm. Icarus is alive, flashing away from the fight, but at the cost of Cannon's life, Hate takes him down.
Yeah, pero hinahabol pa nila dito si Calculated. Pero si Spear pinupush lang yung second tier bot lane turret ng IPT.
And look at that great play by EMP. A double kill for Icarus, and not to mention Spear. All the time in the world to push this bot lane inner turret.
Yeah, and ang isang malaking weakness sabi nga natin sa gold funnel strat na to ay isang members lang talaga nakakuha ng gold. Pero kung nakakuha nyo yung objectives, nakakuha nyo yung towers, nakakuha nyo yung global gold, mas lalo na-accelerate din yung pace ng mga champions na hindi nakakuha ng gold. Mas lalong matutulungan nila itong gold funnel nila, itong champion na pinapataba nila.
Yung, speaking of yung tinataba dito, Apple, tingnan mo si Icarus dito. Spellbinder, Zonia's Hourglass, and Predator. Wow, that's gonna be a lot of AP. And that's why we saw Icarus going for the double kill. Grabe yung items niya. 5-1-1. Hindi lang si Spear dapat matawag si IPT dito. Dapat si Icarus din.
Yeah, and ang ganda niya kasi ng synergy niya. Meron siyang Predator nga, as mentioned Spellbinder. Ang bilis niyang makakapasok sa backline ng IPT. And since ganito kadami na siyang items, ganito na siya kataba. Ganun karami na yung damage ang kaya niyang i-deal sa backline ng IPT. So kung makalusot siya doon, matabayhan niya si Marky. Katulad na nakita natin kanina, kaya niyang i-pop si Marky kaagad.
Man, kaya ni Icarus na 2v1 Imagine a team fight with Spear in it.
Yes.
And Icarus, and yung engage galing kay Cannon. That looks scary for IPT.
Yeah, at isa din yung sa mga reason bakit medyo tempered din ang aggression ni IPT. Hindi nila basta-basta binabatuan sarili nila sa mga laban. Iniintay din nilang makakuha ng gold yung mga members nila. Pero dahil doon sa nangyaring fight sa mid lane na na-prevent yung mas lalong maraming pagmukha yung refer at also napatay nga si Marky at si Shadow. Na-take control tuloy ng Emperor ang mapa and 4 towers na ang nakuha nila.
And speaking of yung medyo tempered aggression, IPT doing the great job here. I mean, tempering their aggression here, buying some time. Look at Light, 0 deaths, has Spellbinder with an electrocute. Team fight happens. I did say naman kay Emperor, okay, Emperor has all the tools to go for it, but under the radar si Light dito. I mean, come late game, this Vladimir, this Fiddlesticks gonna deal a lot of AoE damage.
Yeah, and pag nagsama nga naman yung dalawang AoE damage na yun, it would be really effective in these fights. Pero at the same time kasi, si Icarus papasok yan for sure. Si Cannon papasok din. Si Calculated pa yung medyo magbibilang kung kailan siya papasok. Pero usually nakita natin siya yung nag-i-start ng fights. And MJ here just popping out of the bush against Icarus.
Just gonna go for the wave clear. And not gonna fight Icarus anymore at this stage. Haig being exhausted, flashing away from the hook of the pike.
Yeah, sayang dito may hook doon, na-expend pa nila yung exhaust ni Calculated to try to get the kill on Hate. Pag nakuha nila yung kill kay Hate, kasi isa sa pinaka talagang nakaka-surprise na champion galing sa IPT kapag lumitaw ay itong Fiddlestick. So pag natanggal nila yun, ang daming pressure ang nawawala sa IPT.
Speaking of late game, when it does come, Apple, what comp has more damage here? See Cannon, okay, we have a Cannon, double marksman on Emperor Esports side. But for Imperial Pro Team, double mages too, and a marksman.
Yeah, it actually ginump on lang ngayon si Hate.
Oh, look at that. Emperor Esports getting the job in the blue side of IPT. And look at Spear going to Shadow. Marky taking down Calculated. Spear locked down. Cross the feathers, lock it back. Shadow very low. Shadow gets taken down, but look at IPT. Here comes Icarus for the save. For Emperor Esports to win this fight. 4 members of IPT wiped out. Only MJ remains.
Yeah, and only 2 members fall from Emperor Esports. Buhay pa si Cannon, buhay pa si Mirmo, and si Icarus. And we'll see kung isa-shop ba ng Emperor Esports ang mid lane and try to get more objectives. But at the same time, nakikita mo din doon yung difference sa information of both teams. And si MJ wants to pick a fight.
2v1. Come at me. Kaya ba siya? Kaya na ba yan? Icarus going for the stun there. Oh, me cleaver does miss. MJ still chasing the Cannon. And it's gonna be backing off.
Yeah, and medyo hinga muna yung both teams. Si MJ hindi na siya lumaban. And makikita natin yung replay right here. Both teams actually dito sa vision na to, nakikita ng IPT si Spear at si Cannon, pero hindi nila alam na si Mirmo andon at si Calculated. Kaya si Hate medyo nagpapabait siya. Alam din niyang nakikita siya, pero na-bruise down kaagad siya ni Spear dahil sa damage yung nakuha niya, dahil sa dami ng items na meron na siya. Si Calculated medyo nahiwalay sa laban, pero nagawa niya trabaho niya. Dinistract niya si Marky at si Shadow. Dito pa, si Spear, mas una ang pasok ni Light napatay kaagad si Spear, pero dahil ang daming items sa Eagles, o pagpasok niya sa laban na to, pop niya kaagad 2 members ng IPT, si Light at si Marky.
Grabe si Marky dun sa blue side, coming in on top in the marksman fight, but in the end, Icarus from the teleport plate. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, dapat for IPT, they not just Spear, not just Mirmo. Mirmo at this point, still not threatening,
yes.
Not threatening. But si Icarus talaga dito, yung medyo natakot si IPT
Yeah, pero si Mirmo din naman, ang item din niya nakita natin is going for that Iceborne Gauntlet. So, mas utility siya, mas ang trabaho lang niya talaga nito is deal some of the poke damage para makatulong sa sieges later on. And also, para makakabuo ng slow field so that hindi basa-basa mapasok si Spear.
Okay, looking at the Drake score, double mountain Drake for EMP. The Baron will spawn already 3 minutes ago. Next Drake again will be We're still waiting for that. Possibly another Mountain Drake, but it will not be that case. It's gonna be an Ocean Drake.
Yeah, and Ocean Drakes at this point, hindi na talaga siya ganun ka-valuable. Lalo na makikita natin tong dalawang teams na to. Laging bakbakan, laging kapag may pumasok, kailangan mo din pumasok kasi it's either you run or you die. Yun na lang nangyayari dito sa mga teamfights today. At meron tayo ngayong ward wars between the two supports.
Ito yung tunay na battle.
Yes, ito yung tunay na battle ng mga supports eh.
So, vision battle there. Understandable because Baron is live right now. I guess at this point we're seeing a Solari trying to deny the burst damage from IPT. Galing naman yung itemization there. But for IPT here again, I'm looking at Light here. Look at his items. Rabadon, tapos may Spellbinder. Katakot yan. Okay, for EMP, meron sila si Icarus sa Kenneth.
Yes.
But for IPT, meron sila si Vladimir.
Yeah, at the same time din naman, may kita natin na ina-recognize na kaagad ng Emperor Esports yun, lalo na may Hex Linker na kaagad si Spear para ma-mitigate some of that magic damage na manggagaling kay Light. Kasi Vladimir with these two items, sobrang sakit na nakikita natin yung Spellbinder niya, 100 sakta. So pag nasabay niyang i-pop yung kanyang Spellbinder, it would really hurt. And ang makikita din natin, yung amount of gold ng mga players natin ngayon, konti lang ang lead ni Spear against kay Murky. About 500 lang. At this point, it doesn't really matter kasi it's not really a completed item na lamang ni Spear against kay Murky.
And now we're nearing the 25-minute mark here. Things are looking a bit tense because this is the moment that I told you guys pa dapat manood dito. Kasi ito yung time na we will have a lot of explosive fights na biglaan lang. Biglaan.
Yeah, exactly. At itong dalawang teams na naghihintay lang sino unang magkakamali. At mukhang si Hate ay mauhuli.
Si Hate, kanina pa yan medyo na-caught out, no? Tatlong beses ata dun sa blue side, dun sa river. And that sets up Emperor. But great response coming from Marky and Shadow to immediately jump on the mistake there and try to turn it around. But when you're on the reacting side, it's like you're losing. You're on the losing end.
Yeah, but at the same time naman, nakita natin kanina, IPT was also on the reacting side. Earlier on, nung nag-dive nga si Emperor Esports, nag-react in the right way ang IPT. Pinunish nila ang overextension ng Emperor Esports. So it doesn't really necessarily mean na you're on the losing end dahil reactive ka, but you need to react at the right times and in the right way para ma-take advantage yung pagkakamali ng kabilang team.
And looking at the items here, Storm Razor, Rapid Fire Cannon, Hex Drinker. What a respect there for Light. And we're looking at Mirmu. Okay, he was really behind. Forced to just go for the Gauntlet. Medyo late talaga kung mag-3 for siya dito. And seeing how IPT is pacing this game, I want to see Morello from Icarus. Kasi tingnan mo ng mundo. May Sunfire na siya, may Visage, and a Giant Spell.
Yeah, pero I think it would be better kung later on pa niya kukunin yung Morello Nomico na yun. Kasi ang nakikita nating trabaho talaga ni Icarus ay patayin si Marky at si Light. So kung mayroon pa siyang masalaming burst damage, kaya niya gawin at baka mahuli si Marky. Hindi. Sakto lang yung dash niya.
Sakto yung dash kay Marky. It's a Baron dance right now in the mid lane.
Yeah, and balik na tayo doon sa itemizations ng mga players from Emperor Esports. Yeah, I think mas maganda kung bursty talaga ang pupuntahan ni Icarus. That's why he also has that Predator. At the same time, si Mirmo nga kanina na pag-usapan din natin yung Iceborne Gauntlet. Nakita din natin after niya kinuha tong Iceborne Gauntlet and yung Mulamana, lumekta siya dito sa Mortal Reminder na to. And that translates to siya yung mas nagiging supportive na damage dealer ng Emperor Esports. It's kind of weird na supportive damage dealer siya, pero siya yung nagbibigay ng mga stats para mas lalong mag-shine si Spear.
Looking at Icarus, going for the Rabadons that have to match the same damage from Lime. This is great! Oh, ho, ho, ho. Apple, ito na guys!
5K, HP?
Emperor Esports going for the Baron but gets spoiled out by Shadow. This instantly signals Imperium Pro Team to establish vision control. Very sneaky. Kaya nilang mag-duo Baron because we have double Mountain Drake on the Emperor Esports side.
Yeah, and ang nakakita lang natin gumagawa talaga ng mga ganitong cheeky na Baron calls is Emperor. Yung mga medyo 50-50 yung nag-rely on wala atang vision control dito ang IPT. Tignan natin kung kaya natin ilusot. And sometimes it does work. Though nakita natin sa game kanina, sinubukan nyo ng Emperor, muntik sila matalo sa isang teamfight hanggang na claw out ni Calculated yung teamfight na yon. Pero ngayon, IPT, alam nila na sinusubukan to ng Emperor Esports. That's why they always look at this Baron.
Man, this game is really all about whoever makes the mistake. This kind of takes me back from day 2 of our GCM qualifiers.
Yeah, exactly na. Yun naman napapansin natin sa mga teams na to, sino yung mas gumagawa ng mas konting mistakes? Sino yung mas nakaka-capitalize doon sa mga mistakes na ginagawa ng mga teams na to? At mukhang si Icarus ay nilalabanan ni MJ.
Hindi pa yan because it's going to be MJ and Icarus both having teleports. If any, maybe if MJ gets taken out by Icarus, that may give Emperor some confidence in going for a Baron. But at this point, they're taking all the priority they can across the map. Bot and mid lane seems to be in their favor.
Yeah, and ito mukhang si Calculating ngayon nasa bot lane.
Going to MJ, slicing Maelstrom once used. Marquis going in for the respawn. Okay, Calculated. Pushing in, pulling in MJ. Marquis waiting in. Calculated, pops to Solari. Marquis showing some restraint. IPT not going for the bait here.
Yeah, kasi naalala din ng IPT na kapag may ginagawang ganito ang Emperor Esports, minsan marami pa yung buong kalbaryo nasa likod na ng Emperor. Kaya nagstay out of vision lang si Marky. Tinignan niya talaga kung magko-commit ang Emperor, and nice discipline right there from both teams.
Grabe yung pacing ng game natin. It's the part where people will think that there's nothing much happening. But guys, there's a lot of things happening here. Check out the items and check out the pickups maybe happening in the mid lane. No, again, pulling away. Items talaga yung medyo matakot dito kasi yung Ravenous Death Cap completed by Icarus, and looking at Hate, I'm looking at Hate's item, getting the Zonias for a great engage. So, tons of damage from both teams.
Yeah, tons of damage especially coming from Emperor. And si Karkalin, ito pa kanina pa siya nagtatry mag-hook. Marky, I think just failing that dash.
Oh, sayang naman yun. So, Karkalin does get away here. This is just gonna be crucial. When the Elder Drake spawn, you know, ever since the Elder Drake changed, we're not gonna expect maybe a very long game, but once it spawned, the team has to make a choice. Will Emperor prioritize the Elder or will they take the Baron?
Yeah, pero matagal pa naman tong Elder Drake natin, Vulcan. May mga 35 minutes pa bagong lumitaw to. Pero kung at that point, wala pang team ang mag-pull the trigger for a big team fight, then yes, yun yung magiging isang big point of contention. Do we take the Baron or do we take the Elder? Yung may mga teams madami, syempre binabalance sila. Gusto nila makuha pareho para maging greedy at the same time. Yun din yung magpapapanalo sa'yo kapag nakuha mo na pareho. Mataas ang tsansa. But at the same time, madalas isahan lang nakuha. So makita natin ano yung mga decisions na gagawin ng teams moving forward in the next 5 minutes.
Sige, let's try to point out this Elder here. I mean, we talked about 35 minutes, right? I think we're gonna go all the way there without any action happening. So, alam na yan. So, I wanna ask you,
Carl?
Wait a minute. Go for the face check. There is and regrets it. Kind of going in for the disengage. Oh no. IPT piling up. Spear trying to get away with the Feather Storm. Leaving behind Cannon. 2 members of Emperor Esports are gone. Hate has been removed. But IPT looking very, very confident. Going for the Baron.
Yeah, and Vulcan, kino-call out ka ngayon ng IPT. They actually went for the fight. At nagkaroon ng mistake din ng konti ang Emperor Esports dito. Kaya ngayon IPT is trying to take this Baron.
Ito na. Spear going all the way from the base here. Baron health is 5,000. Going near the 4,000 mark. Icarus going in for the flash and slicing Maelstrom. Icarus with the Zonias takes down Shadow. Here comes Spear. Can he turn it around? Memo getting chucked by the Mundo. At least Emperor, all they're doing right now is stopping the Baron. But at what cost? Spear getting chucked. Spear is being removed from this fight.
Yeah, and dahil dito namatay pa ang 3 members ng Emperor Esports, IPT is poised to take this Baron and possibly take the momentum of this game.
Di pa tapos to, guys. Emperor Esports putting some vision right there. Baron is still in the eyes for IPT. Hate waiting in the brush side there. Calculated, trying to go for anything. He's trying to find anything he can do here. Can they go for a steal? Highly unlikely. Marky may just go over the wall and take Calculated down, and that's gonna be IPT. Extended Baron pit there, but in the end, they got what they want.
Yeah, and ang unang nakakuha ng Baron ay ang IPT, and we'll see the replay right here. Si Calculated kasi nagsimula to kaya naubos ang Emperor was naglakad siya doon sa may under that pixel brush, and Emperor trying to stop IPT from getting this Baron. Ikaw sa flash in, hindi siya umabot kay Marky. Tapos ginamit kaagad ni Light yung pull from the Vladimir. So hindi siya na-damage, napatay lang nila yung Shen. Emperor trying their best at this point just to get more kills para mapahinto ang IPT. But Spear, wala siyang ultimate eh. So wala na siyang magawa at this point.
You know, Apo, we were talking about yung kanina. Sino kaya yung unang mali dito? Looks like we did see it in the brush there. Face check by Calculated, setting up for IPT's Baron.
Yeah, and usually kasi nakikita natin, naglalapag ka muna ng ward bago ka papasok sa mga ganong brush. Or if you're the pike, gagamitin mo muna yung Q mo, try to hook someone inside that brush. Pero medyo naging lax si Calculated dahil doon tuloy nakakuha ng big advantage ang IPT.
Maingat dapat siya dito, guys, ha? IPT with a Baron in their hands. Looking at mid lane. But you gotta respect EMP Spike here. Knight's Vow, Ziggs Convergence, all vowed towards who else but Spear.
Yeah, and tinignan pa rin natin kung kaya ni Spear deal enough damage para maubos ang IPT. But we'll see here, nagsisiege ngayon ng IPT dito sa mid lane.
Okay, ito grabe si Spear. Wag muna, guys. Second Baron. Let's go all the way to the second Baron. Look at Spear just slowing them down. But Marky has the Guardian Angel. Marky, 6 lock-in items. And we're seeing Spear. Not yet. But meanwhile, Icarus in the bot lane. MJ going for a tower dive here. Does Icarus have the stasis? Yes, he does. Kind of going in for the knockup. Does not connect onto MJ. MJ still healing. Meanwhile, on the river side, we are seeing Calculated still scouting out the members of IPT. The Elder Drake. Oh, God. The Elder Drake is going to spawn in 50 seconds.
Yeah.
And now, IPT has the Baron buff. If they take everything away, we may just see game number 3.
Yeah, and IPT is currently choking out Vision from Emperor Esports. Lahat ng wards ng Emperor dito sa may blue side nawala na and they're taking control of the map. And baka mga after nila take tong tower na to, they keep sieging and turn back for that Elder Drake.
35 minutes into this game, guys. IPT trying to take away this game, trying to take back the series. Calculated, gotta be careful. Going for the backside, Marky overcommitting, Marky with the calling, Marky can he take down Spear? Spear was very low. Survives the calling. That's enough room for IPT to go for the base, go for the inhibitor. Calculated still looking for the flank.
Yeah, and ito nakikita natin yung kahinaan ng team comp ngayon ng Emperor. Pag nawala na silang mga ultimates, wala na silang engage, hindi na nila kayang patumbahin yung mga nasa front line na members ng IPT.
Calculated, slick moves, but spotted by a ward there, trying to get away. Marky trying to deny some vision there. Elder Drake has spawned. Okay, next big fight period is the Elder Drake. If this gets taken down, IPT has what it takes to end the game here, but please don't get caught there. Looks at Shadow, misses the taunt. Very close call by Cannon.
Yan, very close call. Kala ko nga mahuhuli doon si Cannon Pero kanina pa, grabe yung pwestuhan ni Cartolid at na-force yung flash ni Hate.
Ooh, grabe naman yung true shot barrage. A lot of chunk damage towards Hate.
Yeah, and ngayon magkakaroon tayo ng kakaibang sayaw naman. This is the Elder Drake dance para malaman natin kung sino yung mga kuha. Calculated, medyo lagi siyang nasa flank trying to just annoy IPT at this point.
So guys, sa flash nito, you can look at two things here. But I'm gonna look at Spear. You guys can look at Calculated if you want. Can he go for the flank? That's up to you guys to watch out for. But yung focus ko dito, gusto ko tingnan if ever yung si Spear mag-survive dito. Kasi yung battle dito, guys, all about who gets to keep their ADC.
Yeah, pero at this point, Emperor talagang committed sila dito sa Elder Drake na to. At may pick up na sila.
Shadow getting away with the Shadow Dash. He does pop his flash like going in with a Hemo Plague. What a great chunk heal. Gets away. Stand United. Lights going back to the fight. Calls in Marky. Spear going for the Featherstorm. And a great Glowstorm from Hate will secure Cannon. They're going for Spear. And it's going to be Spear taken down.
Grabe doon yung W ni Marky na pop ngayon yung GA and Spear is going down.
What a extended fight. It's gonna be two members removed. IPT trying to go for the Drake, but in the end Calculated just trying his best to annoy IPT and slow them down.
Yeah, dinidistract lang ni Calculated doon ang IPT para matagalan sila kunin tong Elder Drake buff na to. Pero dahil doon sa fight niya, two members of Emperor are going down and they might just get the Elder Drake. Pero pasok naman tayo sa replay. Emperor actually pulling the trigger, trying to get IPT. Pero ang kunat ni MJ, tumagal niyang magpo-frontline dito. Pati si Light nag-frontline din siya. Wala pa nga dito si Marky sa fight na to at the start. Pero si Hate ang ganda ng full start niya dito. Mapi-fear niya kaagad si Spear at hindi makakadeal ng damage. So na-clean up ng IPT ang Emperor. Si Spear nga lang nahiwalay. Ang ganda din dito ng W ni Marky. Talagang sniper precision yung accuracy.
Predicted.
Yes.
Wraps it up there. Let's go back to the game. So, Elder Drake taken away by... Elder Drake taken away by Imperium Pro Team, Emperor Esports. Sayang naman. Sayang naman yung ginagawa nila doon sa early game. I mean, gold lead, Drake, 3 Drakes actually. But now, can IPT secure this game? That's the question. Elder Drake. Baron has expired for now, but for team clashes, we can expect Vladimir to have a lot of damage here.
Yeah, and masabi nga natin na IPT now has the tools kasi meron silang Elder Drake buff that gives him a lot of power sa mga team fights. So we'll see kung kaya ngang tapusin na ng IPT tong game na to. And also Baron is gonna be up in about a minute.
Oh man, we may just see Game 3 Apple if we don't see Emperor Esports do something miracle. Maybe a great backup. Maybe we can see or hope to see that for who knows, Conquerors can maybe set things up for success here.
Yeah, and makita natin baka IPT ang magbe-break ng cycle, magbe-break ng pattern na sila ang unang makaka-go to a game 3 on the first round. But we'll see pa kasi IPT still has a lot to do. They still need to destroy these inhibitors and the Nexus.
We're going to MJ. Okay. May previous mood sila. MJ is not lasting long. Forced to pop the stone plate. Forced to pop the ultimate. This is it. If they remove MJ, they can win this fight, but MJ survives. Calls and Shadow. Icarus going in for the flash, but onto the tanks. Why go for the tank spear? Using the for the Feather Storm, backing away. Flash being burnt. It's gonna be Hate going for the snipe. Marky going for the flash, trying to go on the spear. Marky is still alive. He goes and gets the double kill.
Yeah, and Mirmo is the only one left alive at mukhang uubusin na sila ng IPT dito. And it's gonna be the ace for Imperium Pro team.
This wraps it up. We're going to Game 3. Death timers are too big, and Emperor Esports still tried too hard. They funneled too hard onto MJ. Then they went for the slicing maelstrom only onto one member, a tank.
Yeah, kulang sila ng damage against kay MJ at this point. Ang gabi na yung tanky items nila, and it's just IPT finishing this game.
Looking pretty good here. We will see game number 3. But GG well played to both teams here. Emperor Esports and IPT. Our game went until 40 minutes because we did see double goal funnel onto both teams here. But wrapping it up, guys, we're going to game number 3 of the best of 3 series for our match 2.
Yeah, and excited na ako makita din yung game 3 Vulcan kasi makita natin yung panibagong adjustments ng teams. Will we see another double gold funnel set? Kasi tinapatan na ng IPT ang gold funnel ng Emperor Esports eh. Or will we see more standard? Or baka wala nang marksman na naman sa mga team compositions nila. But at the same time, I felt like yun na yung best decision na pwedeng gawin ni Emperor at that point. They tried to get MJ. Kasi pag natanggal si MJ sa fight na yon, kaya nila ipanalo yung game eh. Kaya nilang mag-take control of the map or kaya nila at least to get the momentum.
I think they risk too much, no?
Yes, they risk too much at nakarating din kaagad doon ang IPT. Kasi ang pagkakaiba naman nitong pick-off ni MJ, naalala ko kasi yung nangyari kay Lando kahapon na napipick off siya sa bot lane. Pero dito si MJ sa mid lane siya na pick off. At arguably yung IPT mas malapit sa kanya kasi nasa may top lane lang sila. So mabilis sila nakatakbo kaagad papunta kay MJ at natulungan siya kaagad. Kaya nanalo ang IPT sa team fight na yun.
And the mood really changed everything. Given maybe Emperor enough confidence, but at that point they used too many resources there, and that wraps up game 2 with Imperium Pro team taking this all the way to game number 3. So guys, we thank you so much for watching the GCM National Qualifiers. My name is Vulcan, kasama ko si Crazy Apple, and we'll see you after a short break for the continuation of game 3. Hey, that's going to be Icarus picking it up. Meanwhile, on the riverside, it's going to be Lucian and Decisive fighting it out here. Marky flashing away from the Feather Storm, going at the cannon with the calling. He wins this fight. Can Shadow go for the top? No! Spear at the right side. The blue side of IPT. And look at Spear going to Shadow. Marky taking down Calculated. Spear locked down. Cross the Feathers. Lock it back. Shadow very low. Shadow gets taken down, but look at IPT. Here comes Icarus for the save. For Emperor Esports to win. Wait a minute. Go for the face check. There is a regrets it. Kind of going in for disengage. Oh no. IPT piling up. Spear trying to get away with the Feather Storm, leaving behind cannon. 2 members of Emperor Esports are gone. Hate has been removed, but IPT health is 5,000, going near the 4,000 mark. Icarus going in for the flash and slicing Maelstrom. Icarus with the Soreness takes down Shadow. Here comes Spear. Can he turn it around? Mirmo getting chucked by the Mundo. At least Emperor, all they're doing right now is stopping the Baron, but at what cost? Spear getting chucked. Spear is being removed from this fight.
Kasi
Yeah, and
everything
dahil may pick up na sila.
Shadow getting away with the Shadow Dash. He does pop his flash. Light going in with a Hemo Blake. What a great jump here. Gets away. Stand united. Light going back to the fight. Calls in Marty Spear. Going for the Thunderstorm. And a great girl storm from Hate was secure. Cannon, they're going for Spear. And it's going to be Spear taken down.
Grabe doon yung W ni Marky na pop in yung G and Spear is going down.
What a extended
But
fight.
MJ
survives. Calls and Shadow. Icarus going in for the flash, but onto the tanks. Why go for the tank? Spear using the for the Feather Storm, backing away. Flash being burnt. It's gonna be Hate going for snipe. Marky going for the flash, trying to go onto Spear. Marky is still alive. He goes and gets the double kill.
Yeah, and Miramar is the only one left alive at mukhang uubusin na sila ng IPT dito. And it's gonna be the ace for Imperium Pro Team.
This wraps it up for Esports and IPT. Our game went until 40 minutes because we did see double goal funnel onto both teams here. But wrapping it up, guys, we're going to game number 3 of the best of 3 series.